Hello everyone and welcome to English Journeys. Today, we're setting sail for a linguistic and cultural adventure right into the heart of England. Get your ears ready, because we're going to discover some British gems in a totally unique way. Hold on tight. The journey begins now. So, today, we're not doing a typical guided tour. To guide us through the characterful streets and well-kept secrets, we've found some true locals, with stories worth hearing, ready to break the ice, and maybe the traditional tea time. Listen carefully, because their voices are a goldmine for you, our language learners. Hello, Daisy. It's so great to have you with us. Can you start by telling our listeners a bit about yourself and what makes Margate so special for you?
Hi. It's lovely to be here. Well, I'm Daisy, I'm 28, and I run Seafront Finds, my little vintage shop here in Margate. I moved here about 5 years ago, and I just fell in love with the place. For me, Margate is special because it's a wonderful mix of old and new. You have this long, rich history as a seaside town, but now it's also very cool and artistic. It feels like a close-knit community, but with lots of new ideas and creative people moving in. It's truly unique.
That's a fantastic description. What do you think makes Margate stand out from other towns in England? Is there something truly unique here?
Definitely. I think it's the light. Artists have always loved the light here. It's very clear and beautiful, especially at sunrise and sunset over the sea. Then, we have Dreamland, our amazing old amusement park. It's been beautifully restored with retro rides and it hosts fantastic music events and festivals throughout the year. It's like stepping back in time but with a modern twist. And of course, the Turner Contemporary Art Gallery, a big, modern building right by the sea, brings so much culture and international art to our town.
Sounds absolutely wonderful. If someone is visiting Margate for the first time, what's one must-do experience you'd recommend? Perhaps something a bit off the usual tourist path?
Oh, for sure, you must explore the old town. It's full of small independent shops like my shop. You can spend hours finding unique vintage clothes, rare books, beautiful local art, and handmade gifts. It's very different from the usual high street shops. And after that, you absolutely have to walk along the beach, especially near the old harbour arm at sunset. The colours are incredible, and many people love to collect shells or pieces of sea glass. It's incredibly peaceful and inspiring.
That sounds like a perfect day. Any final words of advice for our listeners who want to truly experience the authentic Margate?
My best advice is to just walk around and be curious. Don't be afraid to talk to people in the shops, cafes, or pubs. Margate is full of friendly, open people who love to share their stories. And definitely try a traditional fish and chips from a local chippy, eaten right on the beach. It's a simple pleasure, but it's the best way to feel like a local.
That's fantastic advice, Daisy. Be curious and talk to people. I think that's a brilliant motto for any traveler. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your love for Margate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Evie.
Hi Leo. Thanks for joining us today. Bristol has such a distinct and unique vibe. What makes it so special for you personally?
Hey! It's my pleasure. I love talking about Bristol. This city is truly my home. For me, what makes it so special are the people and the creativity that you find everywhere. Everyone here seems to be involved in something interesting: music, art, social projects. It's a city that really supports new ideas and independent spirits. You can actually feel this amazing energy in the air, especially in areas like Stokes Croft or Southville.
Bristol is of course globally famous for its street art. Can you tell us why this art form is so important to the city's identity and culture?
Yes, absolutely. Street art isn't just decoration here. It's everywhere. It's like an open-air gallery that changes constantly. Of course, Banksy started here, and his legacy is a big part of it, but there are so many other incredibly talented artists. It's deeply embedded in our culture and history. The art changes all the time, so there's always something new to discover, even if you walk the same street every day. It makes walking around the city so exciting. You never know what masterpiece you'll find around the next corner.
That sounds incredibly dynamic. If our listeners only have one day in Bristol, what's one area or experience they absolutely shouldn't miss to get a true feel for the city?
Okay, for one day I would say start your morning in the harbour side. It's beautiful with historic ships like the SS Great Britain and modern buildings. It's lovely for a walk. Then, make your way up to Park Street. You'll find great independent shops there, and you'll definitely see some street art on your way up. But the real, authentic Bristol experience is a walk through Stokes Croft. That's where you'll find the most impressive street art, fantastic independent cafes, and a really strong, vibrant community feeling. Just grab a coffee, look up, and explore every alley.
Fantastic advice, Leo. Any last thoughts or tips for our English learners who are curious about Bristol?
Definitely come and visit. And don't be afraid to talk to people. Bristolians are generally very friendly and happy to chat. We love to talk about our city and share our favourite spots. And please, try some of our incredible independent food. There are so many amazing places to eat, from street food markets like Street Nicholas Market to cosy, unique restaurants. Bristol is a city to be experienced, not just seen.
Great! Thank you very much, Leo, for telling us about Bristol. It sounds like a fun and interesting place.
You're welcome. I hope people can come and see it one day. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, Rose. It's such a pleasure to speak with you. Bakewell is truly a picturesque town. What makes it so special for someone who has lived here for so long?
Oh, hello dear. It's lovely to talk to you. Bakewell is just home. It's the River Wye flowing gently through the middle of the town, the beautiful old stone bridges, and of course, the big market on Mondays. It's a very peaceful place, surrounded by such incredible countryside, the rolling hills of the Peak District. I've lived here my entire life, and I honestly still find it charming every single day. There's always something new to notice, even after all these years.
And of course, we absolutely must talk about the famous Bakewell tart. What's the secret to baking a perfect one, and how important is this treat to the town's identity?
The Bakewell tart. Or is it a Bakewell pudding? That's a very long and funny story for another day. Well, the real secret to a perfect tart is of course, love. And using really good, fresh raspberry jam, and then a lovely, rich frangipane topping made with ground almonds. It's incredibly important to us. It's practically our sweet symbol. Every bakery here makes them, and they are all a little bit different, so you simply must try one when you visit to find your favorite.
I certainly will. That sounds delicious. Beyond the tart, what's a local tradition or a hidden gem in Bakewell that visitors might not easily discover on their own?
Think the well dressing in the summer is very special. It's a very old tradition where people decorate natural springs and wells with beautiful pictures made from flower petals, leaves, and other natural materials. It's absolutely stunning and unique to this part of England. For a hidden gem, I'd say take a walk along the river paths, away from the main streets. You might be lucky enough to see kingfishers or even otters. It's very quiet and so incredibly peaceful, perfect for a relaxing afternoon.
That sounds truly magical, Rose. Any final words of wisdom or tips for our listeners, especially those who are learning English and curious about Bakewell?
Just come and visit the Peak District. Walk on our hills, enjoy the fresh, clean air, and don't be shy. Talk to people in the shops or in the market. We don't speak very fast here, so it's good practice for your English. And don't forget to try the Bakewell tart, of course. Just relax and enjoy the simple, beautiful pleasures that this area offers.
That sounds like a perfect place to slow down and enjoy life. Thank you so much, Rose, for sharing your lovely town with us.
It was a pleasure. I hope everyone feels welcome to visit. Take care, everyone, and happy travels.
Hello, Tom. It's wonderful to have you with us. Norwich feels like a city with so many stories to tell. What's your favorite thing about living here?
Hi, it's great to be here. Norwich truly is full of stories. My favorite thing about living here is probably its unique medieval street plan with all the narrow lanes or lokes as we call them. You can walk for hours and always discover something new, a hidden courtyard, a tiny independent shop, or a beautiful old building. It feels like a small town in some ways, but it has all the culture and vibrancy of a big city. And, of course, the books.
Norwich is a UNESCO City of Literature. What does that mean for the city, and how does it influence daily life?
Being a UNESCO City of Literature is a huge part of our identity. It means we have a really strong literary tradition, from medieval writers to modern authors. It influences everything. There are bookshops everywhere, lots of literary festivals, writing courses, and events. My shop, the Old Curiosity Bookshop, is just one of many. It creates a very special atmosphere. You feel that books and stories are truly valued here. It's inspiring for writers and readers alike.
That's fascinating. If someone only has a few hours in Norwich, what's one specific hidden gem or experience you'd recommend they seek out?
A hidden gem. I'd say definitely spend some time exploring the Norwich lanes. They are a collection of narrow streets and alleyways, full of unique independent shops, cafes, and restaurants. It's easy to get lost, but that's part of the fun. You can find fantastic vintage clothes, records, art, and delicious local food. It's the true heart of independent Norwich. Also, take a moment to visit one of our many old churches. We used to say there was a church for every week of the year and a pub for every day.
That's a lot of churches and pubs. Any final advice for our English learners visiting Norwich?
Yes, don't just stick to the main streets. Get lost in the lanes. It's the best way to see the real Norwich. And if you're a book lover, come into any of our independent bookshops and ask for a recommendation. It's a great way to practice your English and discover a new book.
That's a great tip, Tom. Exploring and chatting with locals. That's how the best memories are made.
Exactly. Norwich is full of surprises if you take the time to look around.
Thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your love of the city.
My pleasure. Hope to see some of you here soon. And happy exploring. Bye.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome to English Journeys. Liverpool is such a legendary city. What makes it beat differently from other places in the UK?
Hello. Thanks for having me. Liverpool, it's in our blood. What makes it different is our spirit. We're very friendly, proud, and we have a unique sense of humor. There's a strong sense of community, and a deep history tied to the docks and the sea. And of course, the music. It's in our DNA. Everywhere you go, you hear music.
Speaking of music, the Beatles are synonymous with Liverpool. How important are they still to the city today, beyond just tourism?
The Beatles are huge, obviously. They bring a lot of tourists, and places like the Cavern Club are iconic. But beyond tourism, they represent Liverpool's creative energy. They showed the world that amazing things can come from here. Their music is still played everywhere, and it inspires new generations of musicians. We're proud of them, but we also have so many other talented bands and artists coming out of Liverpool all the time.
That's a great perspective. Liverpool's also famous for its docks and maritime history. What's a special place related to this history that you'd recommend visiting?
You absolutely must visit the Royal Albert Dock. It's beautifully restored now, with museums, art galleries, shops, and restaurants. But when you walk there, try to imagine what it was like 100 or 200 years ago, a very busy port, full of life, work, and people from all over the world. It tells the story of how Liverpool grew and how it connected to the world. The International Slavery Museum there is also very important and teaches a lot about the city's complex past.
That sounds like a powerful experience. Any final advice for our listeners, especially those new to English, about visiting Liverpool?
My best advice is to just chat to people. Liverpudlians, or Scousers as we call ourselves, are famous for being friendly and chatty. Don't worry about your accent or making mistakes. We love to talk. Ask for directions, ask about the football, ask about the music. You'll get a warm welcome. And try some scouse stew. It's our traditional dish. It's delicious and hearty.
That's such kind and encouraging advice, Sarah. It sounds like Liverpool is the perfect place to practice English and feel at home.
Absolutely. Come with an open heart and a big appetite.
Thank you so much for sharing your stories and tips with us today.
My pleasure. I hope to see some of you in Liverpool soon. And don't be shy. Bye.
And that's it for our audio exploration of England. I hope this immersion has made you want to visit these surprising cities, but more importantly, that it has helped you. A huge thank you to Daisy, Leo, Rose, Tom, and Sarah for their generosity, their wise advice, and for sharing the soul of their cities with us. Remember, English isn't just grammar rules, it's also stories, encounters, and emotions. Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, enjoy yourselves. Tell us in the comments what your favorite city was among these, or what other English city you'd like us to explore next time. Why? Our opinion matters. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our next linguistic adventures, and share this video if you enjoyed it. See you very soon for a new journey.